What's going on, everybody in the BC? Craig here to shoot a quick vinyl and cassette update. So, first things first, hope everybody's doing well, staying warm if you're in the blast of winter that we've all been getting. Got plenty of it here. About what, a week or so ago it was like 60 something and then dropped right back to fucking cold, and now we're on the rise again, but still getting snow. Weird. Time to rise above winter. Damaged by Black Flag is what's in the background. Classic punk hardcore. I'm pretty sure this is an OG. I've had this probably for a good 12, 13 years. Love this album. Love this band, love this album. Don't you remember the days of eBay where you didn't get into bidding wars over vinyl? The good old days. Anyway, VC cheer. Alright, so first one up, cassettes. Not a whole bunch, just a few that I picked up over the weekend. Nothing like, oh my god, yes! Just some pretty, standard stuff. Little touch of Schmilson in the Night by Harry Nilsson. Fly Like an Eagle by Steve Miller Band. 16 Strokes, The Best of Billy Squier. I'm not a big greatest hits guy. I know I've talked about that a bunch of times, but I grew up with that one on CD. My dad had it, so I grew up with it when I was a kid. And greatest hits are kind of cool if you're like, say you're doing shit around the house, you're working on the car, or even while I'm at work, put something on in the background. I know all the tunes. I'm just gonna be able to kind of flow with it. It's not gonna be any big deal. When you're like having to multitask, it's not a good idea to put on an album that you really need to absorb. Masters of Reality, Sunrise on the Suffer Bus. Actually became aware of this album. The Sound City documentary that just came out. Saw this kind of, talked about very minimal, and kind of more or less talked to, one of the guys, and it was mentioned that it was recorded in Sound City. So I will talk more about Sound City in another video here soon. It's a documentary you have to see, but we'll save that for that video. And Another Ticket by Eric Clapton. Don't really see too much of his solo stuff, or any, Clapton for that matter, related on cassette. So to find that was actually pretty cool. Got to work on my Clapton some more. Got plenty of other stuff, vinyl-wise, between, Blind Faith, Cream, some of his solo stuff, but, try to work on more. Derek of the Dominoes, God, I can't forget that. I think the only major one that I need to, say, hey, Clapton, is John Mayall's Blues Breakers. So, on to the vinyl. A few here from the spot where I was getting all that $3 vinyl throughout the last half of last year. Hadn't really went there in the last couple of months, and decided to pop back in there. They had put a post on Facebook saying they had got another, box of albums, and I'm like, alright, fuck yeah, because I hadn't seen anything probably since around Thanksgiving. I think it might have been the last time I was in there. So, figured I'd check it out, and got some pretty cool scores. So, first one up, upgrade for me. Didn't really know I needed an upgrade. Here, I'll show the album, what kind of song. Still Life by the Rolling Stones. Live album from their 81 tour. Now, I didn't know I needed an upgrade. I've had this album for probably about 6 years, and hadn't spun it, I don't know how long. I knew there was some coverware to it, but I hadn't looked at the vinyl in years. Pulled it out, and was like, oh shit, I kind of need an upgrade. Let's kind of flash this one back. I passed on a near mint copy that I'd found for $1, kind of doing some bargain bin digging at one of my other spots back probably late last spring. Passed on it because I was like, I've already got a copy, I'm good. Wasn't even thinking until I got home, and that's when I looked at it and was like, oh shit, I probably should have picked that up. And then I didn't pop back into the store for a couple of months. Missed my opportunity. So found that, $3, beautiful shape, very happy. Other ones still really solid, great playable, condition, stuff like that. So I'll put that one up for trade if anybody's interested. Next one here, man, hard rock fans, be ready. Mechanical Resonance by Tesla. Now, I know Chris, Fitzy72, I'm pretty sure you just showed this one recently along with a Great Radio Controversy, which is also a killer album. This one, oh yeah, their first album, amazing, amazing album. This one, great copy, near mint copy. A little wear on the cover, but hey, why pass that up? Honestly, I haven't been on the hunt for any Tesla. It just hasn't really been on my radar. I mean, I've got a couple of albums like Cassette. You know, I'm a huge fan, but wasn't really thinking in terms of vinyl then. Saw Chris show it, and I'm like, oh man, I really, you know, if I see any Tesla, I need to pick some up. Found that, new arrivals, $3. Fuck yeah. Next one, not on the hunt for this at all. Didn't even know this album existed. I love this band. Picked up their first album a few months ago off of eBay. No Title Like a Present by the Jags. Great late 70s, early 80s power pop rock. If that's your scene, this is definitely an album for you. Great album. A tie with their first album, in my opinion. Like, this is so good. Very poppy, catchy, but good, solid rock tunes. Private Eyes, Tommy Bolin. I just want to get right into this one. I've seen this one a shitload of times, and I've always passed on it. Finally decided, you know what? I've seen this enough times. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick it up. Had never heard the album before. I know Tommy Bolin pretty well, but I just had never heard this album. Pleasantly surprised. Great album. This one, I was beside myself. What the hell is this doing here for $3 in this shape? Beautiful copy. Almost passed on it because my dad has a copy. But then I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute. I played this album a lot. It's probably got a good amount of wear to it. Even if I inherit it one day, this copy is the one that I want more. Reckoning by REM. Oh yeah. Solid near mint copy. So glad to have it. Alright, so that concludes those. Next two, forgot how many I was at, were recent eBay purchases. Couldn't pass them up. New reissues. Really excited. I'm like, fuck. And the prices were insanely good. Like, good $3, $4 less a piece than what they normally go for, at least. So, first one up, Soundgarden's first album, Ultra Mega OK. Not bad. It's got two of my favorite Soundgarden songs, Flower and Beyond the Wheel. Great pressing here. Good album. Definitely not their best. My favorite Soundgarden album always has been and always will be Bad Motorfinger. Doesn't get any better than that. Even though super unknown, great songs, you know, killer production, but Bad Motorfinger. And don't lump Soundgarden in as grunge. They were more of a hard rock metal band. They came more from the 70s hard rock shit. I think grunge is a stupid term in all reality. You're good or you're bad. A lot of second wave and second rate fucking grunge bands sucked. But there was a lot of great ones that came in the beginning, came before grunge, and then kind of came through it. Great. But I'm gonna save that for another video. I'll go on a fucking 8-hour rant about how I hate the term grunge. Next one, I've been on the hunt for an OG forever. Another one of those, I'm not gonna get an OG. Let's get a repress. You know, these nice 180 gram Rhino reissues, they've been blowing my mind. I got another one. Funhouse by the Stooges. Oh man, this album is so fucking good. I was so excited to find this. Very cheap too. And by cheap, I mean like it was only like 16 bucks. So that's cheaper than what I was seeing it for. So this album, do yourself a favor, get it. Get it. Get yourself any Stooges, but mainly this album, self-titled, and well, Raw Power. You gotta have Raw Power. And the last one here, GRAIL. GRAIL, man. I was fucking stoked. This one's been on my radar forever. Like, as long as I've been collecting vinyl, this has been on my radar. Had been recently, I'd seen it a couple of times in the VC in the last few months. I was kind of, man, wow, I really need to put that back on the eBay radar, so I know I'm not going to find it locally. So, been kind of, you know, fiddling around, losing some auctions here and there, keeping my eye on stuff. Found a couple different ones that I put in the watch list, forget about, and then when I remember, oh man, I should go look that up, gone. And it's been gone for like a week. I'm like, fuck, great. But this one, found it right after I had just lost an auction. I think it was for a second press, you know, really nice shape. And it went well beyond my threshold. Like, I wasn't even getting into the bidding war. The bidding war kind of stopped after my threshold point of about $20 to $25 was my maximum of what I'd spend. And it just kept going from there. I think it ended at like $32, $33 before shipping. I'm like, I love this album, but I can't justify that much. So, found this one, buy it now, 20 bucks, still in the shrink, vinyl unplayed, small seam split in the insert, and a little bit of shelfware to it, but other than that, so good. Heroes by David Bowie. Oh yeah, oh yeah. First press, OG, near mint, still in the shrink. Some tears in the shrink and stuff like that, but you know what? It's all good. It's not going to inhibit me. Actually, I'll pull the vinyl out for this one. Beautiful, just beautiful, pristine. I pulled it out and I'm like, I think this may have gotten a couple of plays, like literally, and that's it. So excited to have this one on vinyl. Could not believe it. For the price I paid, it was only, yeah, $20, buy it now, and then a couple dollars shipping. Met right in there with my threshold. I'm like, yes, yes, fuck yes. Didn't even have to think twice. Don't you love those albums where you just don't have to think twice about it? You just kind of look and go, yep, paying for it. I can go a couple days without eating. No, it's not that bad. Trust me, it's not like I'm buying fucking, you know, Japanese pressings of stuff and having to spend 200 bucks. Come on now. So, anyway, that concludes the, you know, recent finds. Nothing big here, but, well, never mind. Actually, some really big shit in here. Not a lot. Quality over quantity. That's what I'm kind of working towards here. I mean, you saw a lot of my videos in the past where huge lots of stuff where great quality and quantity, but sometimes, you know, the, how do I put it? Condition wasn't that, you know, perfect, or, you know, maybe I kind of spent a little bit more than I should have. It just depends. Either way, got to slim down, you know, and really focus on some really good ones when it comes to quality. Quality in the condition, not quality in the music. Everything I get, no matter whether it's some good punk and hardcore, or whether it's some jazz, or, you know, blues, 70s rock, whatever. Come on. It's got to be good, and it's going to be good. So, on that note, thank you to all of my subscribers, new and old. Thank you guys for watching, commenting, just, you know, thank you for being there. God, I love the VC. This will probably be my last update till next week. Got a record show I'm going to over the weekend, which I'm really excited about. You guys know how well I do with those record shows. And it's supposed to be better weather, so I'm very excited about that too. So, got some other cool shit kind of in the works, some trades, some VCLT that'll be coming, you know, all kinds of really cool shit. So, keep your eyes peeled and be ready for some more videos. So, everybody take care, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.